Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Tuesday, which means it is time for another Nozz Watches Vinland Saga. Oh boy. So, in the last episode, Knut got some slave titties killed because he couldn't find a man that looked effeminate enough to be him, which I think is just kind of hilarious. Ragnar's brother's a rat, and... oh yeah, and Bjorn got killed, yeah. Thorfinn is about to challenge Askeladd to another fight to the death. Askeladd might die here, because if he does, it will be absolutely goddamn hilarious, because oh boy, Knut's plan immediately goes down the fucking toilet. And Leif Erikson showed up and he's trying to get Thorfinn to come home, but Thorfinn is a little fucking shitter and doesn't give a shit that his family is suffering without him. So, yeah, you know, big hero. So I guess let's just get in here and let's just see how the duel shakes out, because there's no fucking way Askeladd's gonna die, because I mean, if Askeladd does die, I mean, it'd be neat, because now Knut has to actually make his own plans for once, but that's kind of just like nipping a story thread in the bud there, Chief. I don't know. Let's go ahead and see what's gonna happen, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, hi, motorcycle man. Oh god, straight up, this is gonna be good. This is either gonna be hilarious or awful, or both. God. Alright. So what is this like? What episode is this actually? I just realized I don't actually know. Shit. Is the 22nd, so we have 2 more episodes after this to figure shit out. Oh boy. Alright. Let's get in there. Go to your corners and come out. Really? You're gonna play this again? We've already seen it! He's dead! You don't gotta play Bjorn's death again! We just did this! It tugged all of our heartstrings. And the fact that Askeladd fucked up. Oh boy. So that's actually kind of what I was talking about in the Fallen Order stuff I recorded, like 2 days ago. Parrying historically does not really exist. That is about as close as you get. You block someone's blade, and then you use their momentum against them to pff, right in their fucking chest. That's about as close to a parry as you can get, and that's more of a riposte, honestly. Yeah. Especially because parrying the way, like, fantasy shit shows it is honestly more likely to break your sword than not. Or at least damage it over time. Yeah. Like, certainly, like, there are manuals, like, at least, like, HEMA manuals are like, oh, yeah, no, like, this is described as a parry, but functionally, it's really a block, and even then, you don't really want to block with your sword. That's why shields exist, Chief. But if you do want to block with a sword, you can do it, but it's not really a parry. Oh, boy, Askeladd's upset. I wonder if Askeladd's actually going to actually fight him this time, instead of just pissing him off so he can beat him around the fucking face. I'm actually curious. Oh boy. Fucking, I do remember, like, this one time, like, bear in mind, I was, like, young when this happened, so there used to actually be, like a HEMA club near where I grew up, and, like, I went a couple times, and a lot of people, and this is like around like time where like the Star Wars prequels are coming out, and like there's a lot of Star Wars games and shit like that, and it's just like, oh man, parrying, you bounce someone's blade off and all that shit, and it's a free attack. Why don't people just do that all the time? And so you get people to come in, and the fucking instructor was so fucking hilarious. He's like, all right, anyone who thinks they know sword fighting, come up here. I'm gonna show you something. And like there was this kid that went up. And I will never fucking forget this all as long as I fucking live. He goes up and he does like a fucking stance. It's like straight from fucking Star Wars. Just like Like something like this. And then the guy's like, your stance is wrong, idiot. And he just adjusts his stance. And he's like, all right, now come at me. Kid does a swing right out of Star Wars. Guy just sidesteps it. He swing, and then the guy goes in, and the instructor goes in for a swing, and the kid goes to parry. Instructor, instead of bouncing off when the kid's trying to push it away, just cleaves right through and bonks him on the head. He's like, right. Alright, and that's why parrying doesn't work, idiots. What you should have done is got out the way, or alternatively, blocked and used my momentum against me, because that strike was so fucking heavy, I would have fallen over if you hadn't got in the way. And I'm just like, yo, this is fucking hyper shit. Probably the guy that's won every other time. Will you, though? That's... Stopping the duel before someone dies. You sure you're fast enough, Knudi? Knudi the cutie? Griffith Jr.? Oh, boy. £1 of silver. Damn, that's a lot of silver. His aura, his menacing aura, he's got menacing kanji around him. Oh, Thurkel's very upset. Oh, so upset. Hey, that's actually correct. Like, there's plenty of, like, examples through history of just, like, people who are supposed to be, like, these big dick warriors just losing to absolute novices because they fucked up. It's hilarious. Like, a lot of, like, sword fighting is skill, but it's also luck. You never know, like, when someone's footing is gonna slip, or just someone's just gonna get a lucky hit. That's why critical strikes exist in D&D. CG Sword, It's why crits exist. Sometimes you just roll that nat 20. He's literally just gonna wrestle him to death, huh? And now you're angry, and now you're gonna do the dumb thing, idiot. And that's why Askeladd will always win. 'Cause you're a dumbass who gets angry too early. Thorfinn's not exactly one for character development there, Askeladd. If he was, he wouldn't be in this situation. Christ, did I just see his fist come out the other side? Christ! This isn't a duel, it's a fucking smackdown. Yeah, beat up that 12-year-old! Just beat that 12-year-old unconscious, fuck him. Give him a concussion, maybe he'll learn from it. No, you just made him angry, which is what always happens. Like, he's not exactly the most... Just fucking end him. Just fucking cut his arms off. Canute, you're not gonna... You're not gonna stop him, Canute. Jesus. Imagine if Askeladd just took off his injured arm. He's like, if you think you can beat me one-armed, let's... Alright, practice, chief. Seriously. Same... It's not even fun anymore. Thorfinn gets angry, he does something stupid, and then he gets his ass beat. Like, yeah, could not have said it better myself. Like, you gotta have some fucking grace, dumbass. Ironically enough, Vikings apparently were very good fighters, and they didn't fight like berserkers. That's actually a myth invented by the Christians, actually. In reality, we don't actually even 100% know how the Vikings fought, because they never left any manuals. But based on their weapons and how they fought, it's very good chance that they fought with a lot of fucking like in based was in the sagas as well. It's probably a good chance they fought like very very refined techniques. Probably very different from how the rest of Europe fought, which is probably why they won. I kind of wish the Vikings had left manuals just so we could actually know how they fought. Because it's like, I don't know. They're European, yet they seem so alien, you know? Like, they seem so alien compared to, like, the other European cultures, you know? Like, just these mysterious men from the north who roll up with completely different religions, completely different fighting styles, and completely different weapons. Just rolling in. Jesus Christ, he just looks like long-haired Askeladd. He's a fucking clone of his dad. Holy shit. Man, so he had all these brothers and they didn't even know who he was. Jesus. Fucking, I hope Askeladd killed him. I fucking hope Askeladd killed Olaf at some point. Like, I'm hoping. I'm hoping that that's the thing that happened. Fucking King Arthur, goddamn. Fucking, fucking yeah. Fucking Arthur's gonna roll back in from Avalon, and Merlin's gonna wake up from inside that tree, and Cuchulainn's gonna wake up and be like, "Hey, yo, Unga Bunga, where are the English women at?" Oh man, and it's Vinland the whole time. Oh damn. Arthur's over there beating up the fucking Skraelings. It's been a while there, Arthur. At this point, you're just kind of wasting everyone's time. Kind of being a lazy shit. I love that that's like the thing. Arthur will roll back up and England will conquer the world. Like, I love that the fact that everyone's waiting so long that we basically just did it ourselves. Like, fuck it, Arthur. God damn, if you're gonna drag your fucking heels, we'll do it. God. I mean, maybe if he got bored. I mean, Valhalla is paradise, and even then, like, fucking, you're basically just waiting to fucking be like, alright, we're bored, Ragnarok time. Oh, she's lost it, huh? She's, oh boy. That's not gonna go well, huh? Oh boy. Or maybe your mother is just one person and Arthur said he would come back when England was in its greatest need. Not one single woman. But I mean, I appreciate the hustle saying that, like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. Fucking, he just went right for it, god damn! Fucking Aska Chad just went right fucking for it. Man's a fucking sword savant. Hey, maybe Arthur coming back really just meant his fucking descendants would do it, huh? Ooh. Man almost did it. Man almost fucking did it. Imagine if the sword just came right down, just cleaved right through his neck. Oh, wait. Like, every time you see, like, the swords fly in the air like that, I'm always just like, please, let it just come down at just the right angle and just right in. But what about his mom? I mean, you almost did it, though. You fucking almost did it, Chief. Like, he straight up almost lost. He almost got his ass beat by a fucking 11-year-old. Hey, and he had a family that loved him. But it was all a ruse. I mean, shit. I mean, it seems like your lot in life got a lot better, Chief. I mean that's pretty fucking good for the time period. Fucking what the fuck? Oh, he did. He done did it. So you had to do it sneaky like. I mean, kind of a dick move, Askeladd, but you know what? Alright. Respect the hustle. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, like, I respect the hustle, but you didn't really need to do that, Askeladd, but alright. But I guess I mean, at the very least, he did what fucking Thorfinn could not, and he killed the guy he swore vengeance against. The amount of but my honor, though, at play is fucking ridiculous, but at least he was successful, meaning that the but my honor, though, was justified. Unlike Thorfinn, where his but my honor, though, is just fucking busted. Fucking took Askeladd 2 years to do it! You've had 10! You have had 5 times the amount of time to train and practice and do it. And you are nowhere near as close as fucking Askeladd was after about 2 fucking months. Jesus. A useful idiot. No matter where in history you are, they exist and they will continue to put people in power. Congrats, kid. You've been doing nothing but helping your dad's murderer for 10 years. Fucking idiot. You should have just gone home to Iceland with Leif. Fucking retard. Straight up. Like, do you realize now, Thorfinn? Just go home. Help your mom. Deal with your fucking sister. Jesus. Oh my god. Thorfinn is such a fucking idiot, but I'm hoping that he's actually realized it by now. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, King Askeladd, you know what? You know, I guarantee you his fucking heir would actually manage to provide a son. Not gonna say, I mean, just gonna say, Canut's seed is weak. Fucking you going, I don't know, Chief. Fucking feel like history bears it out that you would have been a better king. Man's seed's so weak. You can serve it for breakfast. Because it's eggs. That analogy doesn't work, does it? No, it doesn't. You know what I fucking mean. Fucking imagine having a kid being called Canute the Great. Having a kid. That kid don't even get a fucking title. He's like, nah, just Canute the Third. Fuck him. And just... Man can't even make a fucking heir. And winds up losing it to his fucking half-brother that's not even related to you in any way. Like, fuck. Congrats, idiot. Go back to Iceland. Go home. It only took him an entire fucking season. But I can't believe it. I think... Oh, yeah, wait, not... That's the sound of character development. A brand new Thorfinn is busting out of the fucking husk of the old one. Only fucking took 22 fucking episodes. Only took him 22 fucking episodes. But there we go. Your boys finally got some fucking character development. Oh my god, alright. God. Honestly, this would be the episode I would have ended a season on, honestly. Like, I know you got the whole Swain thing. Like, if Thorfinn was actually a protagonist, this would have been where I would have ended off. Not gonna lie. But seeing as he's not, we still need to see the end of Knut's arc for this season, and Askeladd's. Because guess what? Those are the fucking protagonists. Oh boy, alright. Nice to see that Thorfinn's finally getting a little bit of character development. Just a tiny bit. Just a smidgen. Please, sir. Please, sir, may I please have a crumb of character development, please? Oh boy, alright, so this episode, I mean, okay, that is, we do have like 2 more, right? This is like a 20, hang on, let me just quickly double check real quick. Vinland Saga, wait. 24, wait, what? Hang on. The thing I'm looking at, I think, is busted. Oh, because it's saying 24th episode's already out, but it's not. Episode 23, yeah, so there's gonna be 24 episodes. Okay, alright. Okie doke. Oh, yeah, no, there it is. Okay, yeah, the interface was just bugged. Alright, fair enough. Oh, boy. Okay, so this episode. So, I like this episode a lot. This episode was great. So, I'm a big fan of just, like, I mean, I'm still a big fan of Bjorn. Like, the way Bjorn went out. I really like the whole story with Askeladd and, like, how he basically rose up. Basically a story of success in the fucking 10th century. Like, that's good. I like that. That's just, 11th century. Sorry. I always get my fucking centuries mixed up. I'm a big stupid idiot. I've got like this fucking thing where like I always transpose numbers in my head. Like I'll always go either up a digit or down a digit, and it's really bad. It's like I don't know. Like it's real bad. It's real bad for a history major to have. Like whenever I need to have specific dates, I have to have them written down because I'm a big dumb idiot with an issue with numbers. But oh boy, so yeah, so the story of Askeladd, like that was just like that had me in. I was like, yes. I do think like it very much echoes Thorfinn a little bit in that it's very much he had a good life like under his dad, but because he wanted that vengeance and he wanted that like yeah, fuck the Vikings and my honor though. Like he did kind of arguably the dumb thing because he could have actually had like a very prosperous life, inherited land, and kind of gone on from there. But he didn't. He took the harder path, framed his brother for murder, and just kind of went from there. And now he's where he's at right now, trying to basically take over, like get much higher. So it's kind of like a weird mirror of Thorfinn in that, like, he created me, he disposed of me, and he disposed of my mother when he was done. But my honor, though! Like, you know, and it's like, okay, so I kicked his ass, yet he invited me in, he made me his son, and I'm living a pretty prosperous life. Alright, pretty good, living pretty large right now. But my honor, though! Stab! Like, but the difference between him and Thorfinn is that his but my honor, though, actually turned out pretty well. Like, he's in a pretty good place right now. Like, everything's coming up Askeladd. And everything has been coming up Askeladd for, like, this entire fucking season. So, I mean, everything's good. Everything's good for him right now. I compare it to Thorfinn, who, despite having 5 times the duration to fucking work on his, like, honor and revenge, like, he has done nothing. He has not improved. He has not learned anything, and he still makes the same mistakes he did when he was fucking 8 years old. Like, not gonna lie, Chief. It's not a good look for Thorfinn. And I do like how the legend of King Arthur is being roped into this as well, because it's a really good legend for kind of like the spirit of Great Britain and just the spirit of England itself. And just the idea that, like, yeah, King Arthur's going to come back during our greatest time of need, like, that is actually open to a lot of interpretations. Like, there's one interpretation of the story is like, no, Arthur the guy is dead, but the legend says that the spirit of King Arthur will come in another person, basically. Like, you know, another person says, oh, it'll be a direct descendant of King Arthur, or of course Arthur himself will come back from Avalon. Like, it's actually kind of neat. Like, they're kind of implying here that Askeladd is kind of like bearing that spirit, because despite the fact he never held a sword, fought like a motherfucker, and he's like, yeah, it's probably because King Arthur's blood's in my veins, it's fine. Like, that's actually really neat, and I like that. But I also kind of like the fact that Askeladd kind of really doesn't like that himself. He's like, fuck it, he's an asshole, he can suck a dick, I'm gonna do this myself, Arthur can go suck a giant fucking chode. Like, alright, understandable from your point of view, and hey, all for that. Fucking you go, man. You go, Askechad. You do your thing. Like, it's really neat. It's really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I think only thing I'm just not a giant fan of is the fact that the duels between... I understand that, like, it serves a thematic purpose, but we're, like, 5 duels in now, and every time it's played out the exact same with nothing changing. I get that the idea is supposed to be that Thorfinn is an idiot and has learned nothing. But we kind of figured that out by Duel 2. Duel 3, for those of us that are slower in the audience, like, Duel 5 did not need to, you know, punctuate that in, you know? I don't know, like, him dressing down Thorfinn and being like, yeah, Thorfinn, you're an idiot, you've not developed at all, you are the same fucking idiot kid you were 10 years ago, nothing has changed, and you've done nothing but basically make the life of the man you've sworn to kill 10 times fucking easier. All I have to do is accept your duels every few months, and then beat your ass the exact same way each time. You have done nothing but make my life easier. And the fact that Thorfinn, instead of going like, nothing personnel, and the fact that he's actually kind of freaking out because he's realized that, oh my god, I have been doing the dumbest fucking thing possible this entire time for the last decade, and it seems like it's kind of breaking him. That's actually really interesting, and I'm actually hoping that something happens. Because he's just, like, screaming and grunting into the snow like that, like, I don't know, maybe Thorfinn's gonna learn a lesson. Maybe he won't be a shitter. I don't know. The hope is there. The hope is that Thorfinn gets his act together, man. Like, I really, 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 really want him to not suck. Like, believe me, like, those of you who are like, man, cut Thorfinn a break, like, it's been 10 years, Chief. When he was 8, yes, maybe I was going hard on him. But now, you know what the age of maturity for people in this part of the world is in this time period? There are people in this time period that are between the ages of 12 and 14 and are married with children, are, like, working on their family farm with the full responsibilities of an adult. There are people Thorfinn's age that are squires to knights, that have basically completed their education and are on their way to becoming lesser nobles. This is a time period where you're supposed to be done growing up by age 15 at the latest. And yet Thorfinn is acting the exact same way he did when he was fucking 8. Do you see now why, like, I've been going so fucking hard on him? And why I'm hoping he does some really fucking quick growing up? Thorfinn should be an adult by now. In fact, he is an adult. He's been an adult. He's 18, I'm assuming. So he's been an adult for fucking between 5 to 3 years. And he's acting like a child. This is a world where, especially during this, especially in this geographic location where there's been a constant fucking war for 10 years, like, he is living in a war zone and acting like a child. He should be dead. Thorfinn should be dead. If it wasn't for the fact that he's an anime protagonist and has essentially plot armor out the wazoo because of his bloodline, he would be fucking dead. Like, or enslaved or worse. Like, Thorfinn's so bad. And I'm hoping that this is the start of him growing up. Like, fucking, like, in the modern day, you've got kids living in war zones like Thorfinn, and by the time they're 13, they know how to fucking field strip and fire an AK-47 and hit the fucking testicles off a fucking bandit at like fucking 100 fucking miles. Like, exaggeration, of course. You know what I mean? Like, I just, the fact that, like, Thorfinn right now, like, he's such a fucking baby. He's a man-child. He's a fucking man. Like, if this was in the modern day, and he was living in a fucking first world country, he would be like that fucking neckbeard with the fedora, clutching his fucking I don't fucking know, clutching his fucking Rainbow Dash plushie or some shit like that, complaining on Reddit or Twitter for a drop of clout. You know what I mean? Like, he's a giant fucking man-child, man. Like, goddamn. Not saying that, you know, every one of those people is you know, begging for clout or a fucking man-child, but, like, fucking, that's, like, the biggest stereotype I can think of right now. But, like, Jesus, my dude. I'm not saying he needs to be busting logs over his fucking head, but, like, men should realize that, but my honor, though, is not a valid way to live. It works for Askeladd, because Askeladd went, but my honor, though, and solved it in 2 years. Oh, boy. But that's all I gotta talk about. Like, all in all, I liked this episode. I don't like Thorfinn. Hoping this episode leads to Thorfinn being better. So, don't get me wrong, there was a bit of negativity here, but that's not at the episode, it's at the series itself, because Thorfinn bad. Good episode. Real good. Fucking great. And it really gave some pathos to fucking Askeladd, and I'm big into that. Oh boy, but yeah. Big good. Big good. 2 more episodes. Hopefully Thorfinn don't suck shit no more, and hopefully we actually get some stuff going. But, like, straight up, if this was a show about Thorfinn, that sequence right there, that'd be where, like, episode 24 would be. That would be, like, the moment you're like, oh man, Thorfinn's gonna change. And then season 2 would start. We'd have, like, a time skip or something, or even just, like, a few days pass, and Thorfinn's, like, I don't know, got a haircut, like, you know, he's got some stubble going, and he's like, right, he's right. I gotta stop being a fucking baby. I gotta start being I am a man! You know, like, just going in on that, you know? Oh, boy. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. So let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments, whether you liked it, disliked it, or you want to bring up something I left out, because that's entirely fucking possible. Oh, boy. Yeah, so yeah, remember to, as always, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, comment down below, all that good shit, and if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description, and on my end card, along with a list of all the good boys and girls who, like, fund my Pepsi addiction and help me afford groceries. Oh man, I swear to God that gap gets bigger every time I measure it, Jesus Christ. Fucking look at that. Either my fingers are too long or my wrist is too small. Shit, where was I? Shit. Yeah, and as if you do support me on Patreon, on top of that, you get access to special patrons-only Discord channel on my open Discord server, which is also linked down below in the description. And in there, you can recommend things to be Let's Played, live streamed, and Let's Watched. In fact, most I think half of the stuff I'm doing for Let's Watches are all like recommended by patrons. The other half are like, hey, this is something coming out this season I want to watch. So there's like three, it's like 3 patron stuffs at a time. And also that goes for like Let's Plays and stuff as well. Like, I don't really have any like recommended Let's Play stuff going on right now, I don't think. But like I think I got a couple to go. Yeah. And also we have our patrons only movie night that we do once a month, usually at the end of the second week of any given month. Haven't really been able to do one for December because scheduling has been a bit fucky-wucky because December, oh boy, Judeo-Christian tradition bite me in the ass again. God damn it. If only we'd stayed with the Vikings, it'd be over and done. But yeah, so like in January we're just gonna do 2. We're just gonna do multiple. Yeah, so basically we get in our sync tube and we get in our Discord voice chat and we hang out, we watch some anime, play some video games, watch a movie, just kinda hang out, have a good old grand old time. Oh boy. Everybody, yeah, so I'll see you in the next video, but most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you a round.